If you're confused about how to pray, let me clear a whole bunch up for you in 10 minutes, 5 if you hit it on 2 times speed. I'll start with this. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, all is vanity. Here's the whole conclusion of the matter. Fear the Lord, keep his commands. Now there is no real confusion about how to pray. Jesus told us. He said to his disciples who we are. First of all, he said, don't pray like those fancy preachers do, who like to be heard by the multitudes for their flowery words that they're offering in sacrifice. How else are we supposed to know how holy they are? He said, don't pray like the hypocrites. He said, go sit in the closet. Now, I know a whole bunch of people like to take that physically and literal. What I understand instead is to be in prayer all the time, in the inward man. If I gotta go home to get in my closet to cry out to my Lord, well then I'd never leave my room. All this sanctimonious talk about prayer closets. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Second, great flowery words and a bunch of them. Nah, don't. You see, God is not impressed by you telling him stuff. You don't have to talk in Old English in your prayers. That's just how they did talk when they wrote the KJV. Using that language in your prayers might make it feel more official. Vanity. The English language doth not impresseth upon God some sense of awe. You should keep it short and sweet when you pray. He knows more than you. He is not impressed by your promises. We are impressed by his. Don't make any vows to God, lest you keep them. And God help us all in that, am I right? It's just like a child coming to ask you for something. If they start talking a whole bunch first, I know they're up to no good. Matter of fact, that's adults too. They may save their request to the end, but that's why they call. If a request they had all along. Let's talk about requests then. We ain't supposed to ask God for anything that doesn't directly line up with keeping his commands. We're supposed to be asking for things that helps us do what he told us to do. That's our requests. Matter of fact, that's what it means to ask in his name. It means according to his will, according to his instructions, according to what he has given us to do. That is the context that we petition him for. He is not impressed with your desires. We are impressed with his. You see? And that's that you ask and you receive not because you ask amiss, that you may spend it on your own desires rather than his. The desires of our flesh, the worldly things, careers, cars, money,